On we trudge into the semifinal here on the Khaos Network. Coming immediately off of a quarterfinal game, 8-4. The Impact did a great job of keeping this 29ers team below that double-digit scoreline, so kudos to them. We know they're headed, destined for great things. So now we face a Kansas Blue Sox team, Johnson. We've played twice before.
They're doing a good job this weekend. They went 2 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie in pool play.
Yeah.
So they finished second in their pool.
I remember at the beginning of this spring season, that coach said that he puts them in the tougher tournaments just so he can kind of see what they've got, and it's going to do nothing but make them better, and it really has. This young team, the Blue Sox, has improved vastly the times we've watched them play from tournament to tournament. So obviously the Niners will have their work cut out for them in this one.
So this will be a matchup of 2 teams that are undefeated so far this whole weekend.
Yeah. Only one will emerge victorious.
Fitting that they would meet in a semifinal.
Yeah.
I feel so much better now. It's good to see you. It's a perfect day. Very nice. Very nice. I even wore shorts. We'll see if we can do a good job for you, okay?
Here we go. 29ers will be the home team in this tilt. Sydney will take the slab there.
It looks like Sam behind the plate. Kaylee's over at third. Georgia at short. Lulu at second. Claire at first. Sophia in right. We'll see who goes to center and left here between Allie and Charlotte here shortly.
Might be a little strategery here, starting Sid, try to get out in front. See if she can keep this Blue Sox team at bay, and they can get some runs and maybe rest that arm, her and Avery, knowing that the final is going to be a tough one as the Kansas United await the winner of this one. So here we go. Here we go.
Allie in left and Charlotte in center.
Away to Turner for ball one. Beat is on deck for the Blue Sox. All out to the left field. Allie trying to get under it, and she'll do just that on the run. For one down.
She was full speed. Left field ran over, caught the ball right on the foul line. So she covered a lot of ground out there in stride.
One down. Great rope put on that by Turner. They'll bring up Beat. Then Wakefield on deck for the Blue Sox. Strike one.
A change up or curve or something on the inside corner. That was
Yeah.
nasty.
Change it. Caught that inside. 0-1. Away. The ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 down. Low in the dirt for 2-1. Ball out to Ali again. Settles underneath for 2 down.
Played that nicely. Battled the sun. Did a drop step over her left shoulder. Took about 3 steps back. Got right under it.
Two down now. Too tall on the riser. Wakefield here. Windman on deck. 2-0. Two-oh. 3-0. Strike one. Three-one. Batter steps back in. Oh, chop to Lulu. Oh! Can't quite come up with it. Runner reaches.
Yeah, took a couple nasty bounces on that turf, and it was more of a chop than a hit.
Yeah. Runner aboard.
So, nice job by Sophia to run up and get that ball in quick.
Two down. Runner at first for the Blue Sox. Away for ball one.
Sam's not messing around. She just tried to pick that runner off at first. Great throw. Nice tag by Claire, but runner got back pretty easy.
Swung on for strike one.
Didn't really come close to making contact there. Great pitch.
1-1. Johnson follows on deck after Windman. Swung on for strike two.
Yeah, they just can't handle that inside fastball.
One more.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball out to left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
Nice play by Charlotte out there. She raced over to left center field to cut that off.
Yeah.
Held the runner at second. So runners on first and second. But
Johnson steps in now.
we get
2
pretty
on.
spoiled with Charlotte and Allie out there.
Yeah.
So,
On everything quickly.
yeah.
Like I say, the toughest thing to do is beat a team 3 times. This will be the 3rd time these 2 teams have faced each other. Strike one.
Outside corner.
Curveball catches outside Kona.
Nice frame by Sam.
0-1. Ball lands short for 1-1. Low, 2-1. 3-1. Ball out of the zone. Bina follows in the lineup. Strike 2. Full count now. Pull down the line, foul. Swung off for strike 3.
Sid really brought it on that pitch. A lot of velocity. Threw it right by her. You hear the pop in the glove when Sam caught it. Nice squeeze by Sam.
Probably admittedly not as sharp as she's used to being. Game full of adjustments, though.
We don't need the outfielders going to sleep. Give them a little action.
Allie will start things off for the Niners.
Blue
as
Sox
always.
strand 2 in that top half of the first.
Georgia will be in the hole. After Georgia will be Sophia, Kaylee, Sydney, Sam, Claire, Avery, and Annalise, a.k.a. Lulu. Chapman is in the circle for the Blue Sox. Here we go, bottom of 1. Allie looking to lead things off on the right foot. Remember, get off on the right foot, get off on BK's, the British Knights.
We do recall
back
that.
in the 90s. I'm trying to forget it, but every time I say get us off on the right foot. There she does. Straight at the middle for a base hit on the opening pitch. That'll help you forget a lot of things that are clouding your mind. Nice base rope from Allie.
Hard line drive, but kind of about 10 or 12 feet off the ground, and it was in between the second baseman and second base. Beautiful.
In steps Charlotte. No outs. Your runner at hoist. Lays down a beauty. She'll be safe on that. And Allie will go to third. Shortstop didn't cover, and Charlotte, she'll run to second on that.
Nobody cut over third or second. So Allie raced to third, and Charlotte raced to second. So now that bunt turns into, instead of just advancing the runner, we got runners on second and third. George is up. No outs.
Yeah, the 29ers threatening it early here. Ball gets under the glove of the third base. She barely had time to extend her arm. Georgia will come in for a double.
And Georgia hit that hard. Third baseman couldn't even rack it.
Yeah.
It went off her glove.
She
Scooted
barely.
into left field. 2 RBIs.
Brings up Sophia with Georgia at second. Oh, off the thigh of the pitcher. That's got to hurt. And she's
Sophia
safe
is
at
safe,
first.
and
Ouch.
Georgia gets over to third. Well, you can't get hit much harder than that. Thankfully, it was in the thigh and
Ow,
nowhere
ow,
else.
ow. And you could just hear the impact. So she'll have obviously all the time she needs. Sophia with a worried look on her face at first. That ball had a little steam on it, and we'll get a change in the circle. Myers will step in and do the pitching now. I hope that Chapman is all right over there. I should get some therapy there in the dugout. Maybe get a little ice on that. Sophia was able to reach safe on that one, as the throw was late. Coaches for the Blue Sox are making sure that she has a mask in there for good reason.
The rest of the play was good. Third baseman made a nice play on that on the recovery, but it just took too long to roll back over to her.
Yeah.
So Sophia was safe, and then as soon as that throw went, Georgia was ready to race over to third. So Georgia was able to advance on the throw. So infield single for Sophia.
And Sophia has that unique ability to square up on pretty much anything and put it right back up the middle. Typically it's much higher and many times it's over the fence, but those balls are always scary when they're coming back to a pitcher, especially at this age. A lot of these girls are starting to come into their own and learn how to swing that bat with some ferocity. So now Kaylee steps in with no outs, runners on the corners. Ball too tall as Kaylee pulls back the bunt attempt. One 0 is the count to Kaylee. Sophia shuffles over to second. Runners at second and third now. Cracks one out to left field. That drops in front of the left fielder who's playing very far back. That'll drive in two.
Yeah, if the left fielder was playing normal depth, that might have been a fly ball to her, but she was so far back that it landed.
These girls have to be standing about 200 feet back there.
She just crushed that ball. 4-0 now. 2 RBIs. Sid steps in with a runner on first.
Too tall. Ball one. Sid definitely toes on chalk today. Ball short to shortstop, and Sid's able to hustle that one out for an infield hit. We'll get a courtesy runner immediately.
Sophia heads out the first to be that courtesy runner. Sid's going to get a little bit of a break. Sam steps in with Claire on deck.
Avery in the hole. Up and away.
Good eye by
For one
Sam.
out. One ball, no strikes to Sam. Too tall for 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Sam. Runners at first and second for the Niners. 3-0, ball gets away. Kaylee advances to third. Sophia, the courtesy runner, over to second. As the sun intensifies on our backs.
It's a little warm.
3-0. Sam puts one up to center.
Runner's tagged.
And
Nothing
second base.
happening though. Not deep enough. So swinging away on a 3-0 count. 1 down. Claire steps in.
Go, Claire. Come on, Claire. You got it. You got it, babe.
Claire steps in. 1 down. Ball gets away on the swing.
Look at that.
And Kaylee comes in.
Like a change up. Goes up in front of that. Ball scoots away from the catcher.
Got it, babe.
5-0 is now the count. Ball pulled down the line.
Good cut. Anything close? Hold that inside pitch foul. Sophia's at third, really wanting to come in.
The 0-2. Staying alive. To see another pitch. 0-2. Remains the count.
Got a piece of that change up.
Go 2 again. There, puts one up to center field. That might go right into the hands of the center fielder, and Sophia will tag up.
RBI. So fly ball right center field is deep enough for center fielder to make a running basket catch, and Sophia scores. So it's 6-0 now, 29ers.
Avery steps in. Front of the box. Lulu on deck. Ball up to right center. That's going to drop in.
Might be getting another rally started here with 2 outs. So we have now batted around with Lulu coming up.
There she goes. The streak there.
Lightning Batgirl Clara once again clearly chewed through her leash.
Yeah.
Got out there.
Not a binding that can hold her.
That's right.
Oh, Lulu pops some straight in the air.
Catcher's going to try.
Oh, can't get to it. Oh,
good effort by the catcher to get over there. Just couldn't quite make it happen.
So Annalise
had
gets
some
a
tricky spin on it.
Yeah.
The second bite at the apple, as you like to say, Dan.
Cherry. Second bite of the cherry.
Oh, the cherry this time. All right.
Lulu steps back in. Down a strike. Ball falls short for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to Lulu. Oh, handcuffs to third base. And everyone's safe. Ball skipped up on her and banged off her left leg and right knee there.
I'm not sure if that hit her glove or her shin, but anyway, scooted about 4 or 5 feet away from the third baseman after that, and Lulu reaches, so runners on first and second, and Allie's back up. She hit a hard single to start the game. Squares to the bunt, gets her bat back though on the wild pitch. So ball 1, and both runners advance.
One ball, no strikes to Ali. Ali. Oh, left fielder made a great attempt at it, but it gets past her on the dive. And Ali rounds second, she rounds third, and she'll come all the way in for a round tripper.
It'll be an inside the park home run for Allie. Great effort by the left fielder, but just didn't get there. And then when it rolled by, we kind of knew what was going to happen with Allie running the bases.
Yeah, you make one mistake out there in that outfield, and that speed just does the rest. Charlotte steps in. Fouled off. For strike one. Down the third base line. The 0-1 to Charlotte. Base hit up the center. Here she comes.
Once again, George is awful brave to reach down and grab that bat right before Clara got there.
She told him to leave her bats alone as she walks back to that dugout. You better adhere to what she says, or else, you know. Tall. Charlotte goes.
Easily steals second on the play. 1 ball. No strikes. Georgia ready to.
Calls Charlotte out for leaving early.
She was
makeup call for them not calling it when she left early at first. So truly a makeup call.
So Georgia will lead off the inning. Next time we get the bat is 9-0 after 1 inning. So we're heading to the second inning.
Yep.
Sydney's gonna head back out to the pitching circle, clear out the first. Kaylee will be at third. Lulu back at second. Sam's still behind the dish. Be Sophia in right field, Charlotte in center, Allie in left, Georgia back at short. So same lineup.
Leading things off for the Blue Sox will be Bina. Should be followed by Chapman, which is we hope she's got therapy in that dugout after taking that ball off the thigh from Sophia. I'm sure she'll have a bruise to talk about all week at school there.
That's going to be a tough bruise.
Yeah. Have to go back and listen and see how loud that pop was.
Sound like a paddle.
Yeah.
You do a belly buster on go off a diving board and just hit the water.
Yeah, that's the way to describe it. Yeah. You can really paint the picture with your words, Aaron. You really paint a good one.
Think of a fat guy in a swimming suit. It's my inspiration.
Just low, he says. One strikes from Sid. On for strike one.
Nasty fastball with a lot of movement on the inside corner.
One. Strike two on that inside corner. The 1-2 to the batter. Out to Georgia. Oh, just gets beyond Georgia's reach for a base hit.
She covers so much ground out there at short. Like it's got about a half an inch over her glove.
In steps Chapman. Give her a hand clap for taking that ball off and still continuing on with the game. Jane follows on deck for the Blue Sox. Away for ball one.
Sims pickoff attempts have been very accurate today.
Yeah. Like you said, throwing it to that bag low so Claire can turn around and get the lowest part of that leg. Ball up to Lulu. And Lulu was on that thing quick.
Good communication by the infield. Lulu immediately looked over the first, but Claire had her hand up saying don't throw it.
That was, as soon as that ball was off the bat, it looked like Lulu was already 2-3 steps in on it.
She got there quick.
1 down. Strike one. Sydney gets ahead. To Jane. Ends is on deck. 1 down, 1 on for the Blue Sox.
Ooh, that changeup got her. She was way out front. 2 strikes now.
That's something that these girls at this level are going to have to start facing as they get through their seasons. These girls that can change speeds so well. The 0-2. Strike 3. Gets her window shopping there. Cora steps in for the Blue Sox with 1 on. Strike 1. That changeup had inward movement, brushing her back a little bit, but it still caught that corner. City goes ahead 0-1. Oh, just low, out of the zone for 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Away for 2-1. Cora steps back in. Up 2 balls and a strike. Swung on for strike 2. Running back to the dugout, thinking it was strike 3. She's even in the count, 2-2. Ball back up the middle. Oh, it gets
under her glove.
Lulu's glove.
I love the effort by Lulu there. It just scooted under her glove barely as she went for the backhand. Runners on first and second.
Myers steps in now for the Blue Sox. Top of the lineup, looming for the Blue Sox. Turner on deck.
Oh,
Swung on the changeup.
you barely hear it even hit Sam's glove. She's got so much speed taken off that. Beautiful.
0-1. Sydney goes ahead. Ball to Kaylee at third. Claire's able to scoop that one on the short hop at first. Beautiful play by Claire Jack.
Claire, way to scoop it up! Yay!
Nice job by the first baseman there.
Yeah.
You know, runners on first and second. Kaylee made a great play for that because she had to move to her left to get that, and when she fielded it, there's no way she could go back and step on her bag. So she fired it over to first, kind of mid-stride, and it was low, but Claire dug it.
Yeah.
So 3rd out of the inning.
You're quite fond of the first base over there for this 29ers team. She's almost like a daughter to you, as we say.
Just about.
Georgia will lead things off for this 29er crew. The breeze today is really pleasant, you know. Much like your jovial hosts here. We'll get another change in the circle. Vino will be the pitcher. She'll face Georgia.
Oh boy. That's a sign of things to come, any indicator. It's going to be one of those innings. The warm-up pitches seem to find their way to the backstop and the net.
Coach Sean gives his 2 cents worth of free advice to Georgia. She steps in to lead things off.
We should probably compliment Holly for doing such an outstanding job on Game Changer.
Yeah, flawless. And she brought us to the lineup early. Something weird.
She keeps doing that.
Ball off the fist to third. Third gathers in foul territory.
I think 3 or 4 more years of her doing Game Changer this good. She can work herself up to like alternate announcer. It's possible.
Yeah. Dare to dream, as they say.
There's a lot of C teams out there that need an announcer.
Yeah.
She probably hook on with one.
There you go. Ball low, out of the zone. For 1-0. Georgia kicking herself as she walks back to the dugout, or jogged back to the dugout. Sophia steps in, takes the ball, low and out of the zone.
It'd be nice to get 1 run here at least, and then maybe we can get a run roll of 10 after 3. Or I guess it's 15 after 3.
15 after 3. 2-0.
It's a tall mountain to climb. Always. Wind's never at our back here on the 29ers.
Yeah. Much like when we were walking to school as young men, uphill both ways in the snow. Blizzard.
Very reminiscent of that.
Yeah. 2-0 to Sophia.
Oh boy.
Changeup falls short. 3-0.
Sophie's disappointed that landed outside the strike zone. She's wanted to hit so bad on a 3-0 count. Oh.
Cracks to left center field. That's some really great scouting by this Blue Sox team to keep that outfield so far back. To keep everything in front of them to as minimal bases as possible.
They have done a good job of holding us to singles and doubles with that, unless they let the ball get by like on a dive or something, and then it's inside the park.
Fouled off down the third base line. Kaylee has the most pronounced load before hitting that I've seen. She has just bad intentions with every swing.
Definitely sending out a warning that she's going to swing.
Yeah.
She's had a great tournament.
Ball out to right field. That's gonna. The right fielder catched it, and Sophia retreats back to first.
Oh boy, Sophia's still going to go to second.
And the ball gets away from the first baseman, and Sophia
going to second the hard way.
Yeah.
Went 3/4 of the way. Right fielder caught it. She had a race back slides. The throw ends up in the on deck circle, and she then goes back to second.
Looks like that old game of the digital pong where you're the ball that's bouncing back and forth there.
It's exactly what it was.
Sydney steps in with 2 down. Sophia at second. Ball low. Out of the zone. One wonders if Sid will get another inning or if they hope they have this well in hand and rest her up for the final against the United team. 1-0.
Ball
2-0.
scoots away. Wild pitch. Sophia scoots over to third. I don't know if that's a wild pitch or a pass ball. That was kind of borderline.
Yeah. I think you can't go wrong on either one. Ball was tailing away from the catcher, and she did well to get a toe of their glove on it. 2-0 to Sid. Oh, was it foul? Made Sophia flinch over there. The 2 slugs in the arm coming at her. They're flinching. If you know, you know. In the 80s,
That's right.
I started playing that in 4th grade, and I haven't stopped. 2-1. Ball gets away. Sophia comes on in.
So the 10th run of the game crosses here in the bottom of the second. Just change up, it bounced on home plate, went straight back up to the backstop.
3-1 as Sid steps back in. Sid nearly out of the batter's box there. 4.
To bring Sam up. Sid's going to get a courtesy runner. Kaylee's going to head out there.
Sam steps in. With Claire to follow here. Another girl has been destroying the ball with Sam here. Oh, that's where Kaylee goes. One bonus strikes to Sam. Ball up the middle. Kaylee will turn third and go home. And Sam will go to second.
Claire. And once again, we saw a throw go to home plate for no apparent reason. And Sam scoots over to second.
She'll get a courtesy runner in the form of Sophia. Claire steps in. 2 down. Runner at second. Ball in the 5-6 hole. Sophia will turn and go home.
Hotline drive, RBI. Second time she's knocked Sophia in today. Nice hit by Claire to get things going. Had a couple of bats, a little slump there, so I know that'll lift her spirits.
Absolutely, especially going into that final. They'll need every ounce of
That's right.
good fortune they can and confidence.
Coach Sean gets to hold all of her gear.
Oh, off the fist.
Oh boy. That was just we'll just call that a miscue out at third base.
Yeah.
As Avery gets to first, Claire gets to second, and now I feel like every time I turn around, Lulu's coming up to bat.
Yeah.
And if I'm a third baseman who just made a miscue, I'm not happy that Lulu just stepped up to the plate,
she's a
because
natural pull hitter.
that's where she likes to hit it, and really hard.
Just in. For ball 1. Pulls one down the left field line, and that's going to just curl foul.
We're almost there.
One. Count evens up to Lulu. Strike 2 on that outside corner. Ball down at third base line, like you said, Aaron.
Claire comes around to score. He's bringing Avery in. Avery's going to score. Nice job, Claire. Nice job, Avery.
That'll bring up Allie.
Lulu, double, 2 RBIs. Boom.
Yeah, you called it, Aaron. Right down the line, she always goes. Allie steps in.
Chops
Ball.
it to short.
Ball dead.
That is the unluckiest play. The third baseman just missed the easiest grounder ever. And when the ball went by, it hit Lulu. There is no way Lulu could have known that the third baseman was going to make her third error of the inning.
Yeah.
But, and it's 14. That would have been the clincher if we got 3 more outs. So.
So, we'll get a change in the circle for the 29ers after that. I'm trying to still
It
noodle
was
that
kind
one
of funny
through.
watching Lulu on her tiptoes to try to that last instant dance out of the way.
There were 3 things she had to dodge: the shortstop,
It does
third
see-
base, and the ball.
It does see that home plate umpire Barney and Claire are in a stare down at home plate.
Yeah,
See, that was a pure tug of war with the bat.
He might be the only one that lives to tell about that.
It's a good thing he's got all that padding and equipment under the umpire attire.
He doesn't really know how
There's no
what
doubt
kind
that
of treacherous waters he was just wading in.
no doubt Claire is back in the dugout plotting his downfall, scheming.
Exacting her vengeance. So here we go. Top of 3.
Sam's still behind the plate, putting in a lot of work today. A little warmer than usual. She's tough as nails back there. Claire's at first, Kaylee's at second, Lulu's at short. Avery has moved up to third. Georgia going to get her first inning pitching today. She steps in to give Sid a break. Still have Allie in left, Charlotte in center, and Sophia in right.
She'll face the top of the lineup here.
Kind of worried about Sid over there sitting by Claire on the dugout.
Ball back up the center for a base rip.
Whatever crimes Clara's planning, I don't want Sid to have to sit in a deposition and answer questions on what she saw or heard. I don't want her to be an accessory after the fact.
She's going to have to do the whole hear no evil, see no evil.
Yeah. Hopefully she's smart enough to sit on the other side of the dugout.
Yeah. I stare blankly into the space there. Strike 1 from Georgia after that base hit by Turner. Bases beat. I better get my suit on and go tell them to analyze what's been working. Ball gets away.
Ball in the dirt, scoots away. On that wild pitch there. Runner's going to take second. So it's still 14-0 here in the top of the third. Runner on second. Nobody out.
The 1-1. Away. 2-1. Chopped foul for 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Wakefield on deck. Too tall. For 3-2. Ball 4. Wakefield steps up. Windman on deck. Just low. The 1-0. Ball back to Georgia. Oh, goes it to third. Kaylee can't handle the throw. So reaches on the air.
So Georgia went for that lead runner and throws a little bit too far away.
Oh, that's Avery on third. Sorry.
So luckily, as the ball scooted away, it did not go in the dugout. So everybody had to stay. So bases are loaded, nobody out. So every base is hot. Infield is in, looking to make a play at home.
Ball to right center field. That drops in for a base hit. A run will score. 2 runs will score.
Hard line drive about way out of the reach of Kaylee over at second. Made a nice jump, but just too high. 14-2. Runners at the corners, nobody out.
No outs. Runners on the corners for the Blue Sox. Strike 1. Looking to scratch their way back into this game. Johnson steps in. Ball gets away. And a run score on the wild
ball
pitch.
there that scooted under the glove. So runner on third scores for the third run of the inning in the game. Runner on first got over to second. Looks like the count's even at 1-1. 14-3, 29ers.
Too tall. 2-1. Johnson steps back in with Bina on deck. Too tall for 3-1. Too tall. Ball full.
So with runners on first and second. Bags of second and third are hot. It'd be great to step on your bag and maybe turn 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Bina steps in with Chapman on deck. Strike 1. Catch it inside corner.
Beautiful pitch by Georgia. Took just a little something off it. Floated over the inside corner.
Too tall.
So that wild pitch allows the runners to advance to second and third. Claire and Georgia do a little encouraging fist bump. So they're ready to go back.
Two 1. Ball sails out of the zone. Strike 2. Strike 3. Frozen on the changeup. Yeah. Liberty steps in now for the Blue Sox. 1 down. Runners at second and third remain. They push 3 runs across this. Ball up to Kaylee at second.
It was half of a great play. She did a great catch on that line driving, fired it across the back to the third. When I got back, probably she flipped it over to second.
Yeah.
Maybe was racing back to get that runner.
Yeah.
Great catch and great throw nonetheless.
Yeah. 2 down. Swung on the changeup by Georgia.
That was another one of those one change-ups.
Yeah. Whew. 0-1.
Georgia are all in a competition to see who's the best change-up.
Ball gets away. Runners stay.
It's got to be fun for a home plate umpire to take one off the arm in a 14-3 game.
Yeah. Swung on for strike 2. Pretty full on that ball. The 1-2. Swung on for strike 3.
In the eyes, no chance of that. Strike 3 in the inning, in the half inning. So going to the bottom of the third, right? Bottom of 3.
We'll say ball game after that.
We're undefeated 29. I think what is that? 28, 0-1 on the season. Just won their semifinal to earn a spot in the championship for this 5th consecutive tournament. They were played in Kansas United.
Again, like we say, it's hard to beat a team 3 times, and the Niners just did that against a very scrappy Blue Sox team, and their toughest of challenges yet to come in that final with this United team that's definitely looking for some payback.
Had a 1-game break here to recoup and get some rest, and they will be ready for it. So they're not one to end their spring season either. Like this.
So we'll see who's got the medal. Let's take the accolades at the end of this one. Cinco de Mayo.
So be watching for your YouTube updates. We will be getting fired up again here pretty quick. So there'll be a little bit of a delay here in between the games. Both teams warm up.
Yep. So we'll see you shortly at the final. Until then, go Niners.